Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll show you a body horror film, Ginger Snaps. Spoiler ahead, watch out and take care. Ginger and Brigitte are two rebellious sisters, who pride themselves on being different from other teens. They do not have any friends, and spend their spare time making disgusting videos about how they might like to die one day. A montage of photographs show how the sisters meet their ends in a variety of sticky ways. Such photos are staged for their school project, and even screened during their lesson. The pair have embraced their mutant status, but the teacher demands a talk with them after the class. Two sisters make eye contact with each other, to confirm that they will not obey what he says. Comes recess time, Ginger and Brigitte go to the school field to smoke. A blonde approaches the two sisters, and invites them to play hockey, and Ginger takes it up. However, in the middle of the game, Blonde pushes Brigitte against a dead dog. Blood-boiling Ginger confronts Blonde, and she is shoved by arrogant Blonde. Since Blonde is together with many of her bitchy cliques, Ginger decides to take revenge at another time. The two sisters have a discussion about their retaliation after school. Recently, someone or something is genuinely goring the local pets. Brigitte wants to play a prank on Blonde's dog, and Ginger likes her idea. At nightfall, the two head to Blonde's house with various tools. As they squat down to rearrange the tools, blood suddenly runs down from Ginger's leg. A late developer, Ginger's first day of menstruation finally arrives. The strong smell of blood attracts the monster to them. Ginger is dragged away by the monster, nowhere to be seen. Brigitte calls out her sister's name in panic, and runs into the dark forest to look for her. At last, she sees Ginger trampled down by the monster. With blood running down from her head, Ginger struggles to run away, only to be caught by the fierce monster. She clutches her hands at the leaf-strewn floor, but she cannot stop the monster from pulling her away. Fortunately, Brigitte arrives in time to beat up the monster. While the beast is down, Brigitte escapes with Ginger hand in hand. When they are about to cross the road, a van comes with its headlights on. The two sisters are safe, but the disgusting creature is run over by the van. Ginger and Brigitte return home in a panic. Among Ginger's injuries, there are a few claw marks on her shoulder. Brigitte suggests that they should see a doctor, but the wounds are automatically healing. The mysterious beast has yellow eyes, and his mouth is full of fangs. Out of her curiosity, Brigitte asks Sam, driver of the van, what he saw that night. To her disbelief, Sam answers her he saw a werewolf. Following the attack, Ginger begins to go through various changes inside out. For one, she becomes more sexy and friendly. The once arrogant Ginger is now comfortable smoking together with the school bullies. Ginger reveals to Brigitte her wounds on the shoulder. They have been healed, but hair starts growing. However, the confident school doctor assures them nothing is wrong. Brigitte brings up the topic of a werewolf, but Ginger is pissed off at such nonsense. The two sisters part their ways after a fierce argument. Therefore, Brigitte alone does her research on the werewolf, reading up on books and papers. Ginger has become very popular in the school. When she strides down hallways with newly dyed hair and hormone-revealing clothing, the boys cannot lift their eyes off her. Some guys are so into her, that even their jaws drop at her sexy appearance. Even Brigitte is surprised at how hormone-charming Ginger is. However, she has grown a twitchy little tail. Brigitte sneaks into Ginger's room at night, and examines her body with torchlight. To her shock, she discovers her sister has a tiny tail growing out of her smelly ass. Freaking out, Brigitte goes to Sam again, and asks for his opinions. To protect her sister's privacy, Brigitte pretends that she is the one getting hurt, and undergoing such changes. Sam gives her many comforting words, reassuring her that the beast is dead, and can do nothing now. After that, Sam gives her his silver ring. He explains that silver jewelry has the effect of dispelling viruses and evil. Perhaps it is helpful for her. Brigitte takes the silver ring, and decides to give it a try. At this time, Ginger is having a passionate tongue massage with a school bully. With a whole new nasty disposition, Ginger ignores her sibling and boards bully's car. In fact, rather than a mere hormone attractor, Ginger becomes a hormone aggressor and an instigator. There in the car, they are playing an unprotected hormone game. While leaning towards bully, her back is bulging abnormally, as if she has really become a werewolf. Brigitte is waiting for her sister to return home with a heavy heart, and she is awakened by Ginger's cries. Ginger weeps her way into the toilet, her mouth and hands full of blood. Brigitte wonders if Ginger has killed Bully. But to her relief, what has been slain is their neighbor's dog. So Brigitte makes up her mind to try Sam's method on Ginger. She pierces the silver ring into Ginger's belly. But the effect of such treatment remains unknown. After the unprotected hormone game with Ginger, Bully has developed rashes on his face and got blood from his urine, a certain sign that he is infected. In the meantime, Ginger's tail grows longer than her shorts. Brigitte helps to fix her tail to her lap with tape. When they are playing hockey in school, Brigitte is attacked by a girl. This time round, Ginger charges at the attacker and beats her relentlessly with her stick. To find a cure for Ginger, the sisters visit Sam together. Sam is reminded of monkshood, the super detoxification which might be useful for treating the werewolf virus. However, this plant is only found in the spring, which sounds rather ridiculous for Ginger. Ginger desperately cries out that she cannot afford to wait further, for she has already grown a tail and killed a dog. On top of that, she suspects that Sam likes Brigitte, and that is why he interferes with this issue. So she scolds Sam and storms out of the room. Worse still, when Ginger shaves her hair at home, she finds a wolf's toe newly sprouted from her foot. This again proves that an all-consuming infection is inevitable. Blonde comes to challenge Brigitte, but is dragged to their house. In their struggle, Blonde takes up a knife from the kitchen, but dies on an accidental fall. When the sister's mom returns home, she is shocked to see the pool of blood. Ginger and Brigitte wittingly cover up what they do, by pretending to take their death photographs. Ginger lies on the place where Blonde should be, and tells Mom everything is fine. By then, they have already hidden Blonde's corpse in the fridge. But after the sisters have buried Blonde in secret, her disappearance is soon reported. Posters of the missing girl are pasted all over the place. During dinner, Mom questions Ginger about her past conflicts with Blonde, but Ginger leaves immediately without answering her. Brigitte tries to put Mom off, saying that Ginger was fighting for her back then. But her attention is soon caught by the dry flower that Mom brings home. It is monkshood, the very plant they are looking for. Brigitte cannot wait to show Ginger they have got the source of the cure, but Ginger, losing control over her monstrous traits, is cutting her own tail. Brigitte pleads to Ginger not to give up, and persuades her they will pull through this disaster together. At her pleas, Ginger finally stops hurting herself. In the middle of the night, Brigitte secretly locked her sister in the bathroom. Ginger gets totally agitated and bangs against the door. The wall is covered with blood from her frantic pounding on the door. She loses her mind and even insults Brigitte to no avail. Brigitte brings the monkshood to Sam to make the cure. Sam tells her they have to create an injection with the monkshood extract, so the two of them dip the dry flower into the water, and finally manage to fill the syringe with the solution. Brigitte is troubled about how to let Sam know that Ginger is infected, but Sam has already suspected it. However, when Brigitte reaches home with the monkshood syringe, Ginger is already gone. Brigitte goes out to search for Ginger, and runs into the newly infected Bully. Bully attacks Brigitte, and she defends herself by giving him a cure shot. The cure is proven effective, as immediately after the shot, Bully resumes normal. When Brigitte finds Ginger at school, she just murdered a faculty member. Ginger's nose becomes sharper, and her teeth turned into razor-sharp fangs. Brigitte loves her sibling so much that she does not want to give up on her. She quickly brings cleaning tools to clear up the bloody scene. But to her shock, during her absence, Ginger tortures the cleaner. The poor cleaner crawls helplessly on the floor, but is soon tossed by Ginger like a toy. He is thrown to the cabinet, and then crashed into the glass. Ever since Ginger discovers her strength, she has rejected Brigitte's help. Instead, she wants to turn Brigitte into another werewolf. But Brigitte abhors such mutation. Ginger regards her response as betrayal, and walks away. Mom meets Brigitte on her way out of the school, and offers her a ride to the costume party. By this time, Ginger has possessed more traits of a werewolf. But at the party where everyone looks weird, no one spots her difference. Holding a grudge against Sam, Ginger enters his room to seduce him, but Sam firmly rejects her. Brigitte is there to witness their clash. To get Ginger to follow her, Brigitte cuts off her hand and places it with Ginger's. By doing so, she is also infected by the werewolf virus. Sam emerges out of nowhere and knocks Ginger unconscious with a bench. Upset with his reckless behavior, Brigitte explains that the previous antidote is taken by Bully, and the rest of monkshood is in their home. The way to save Ginger now is to make her take a jab at home. Now that Ginger faints away, they could only carry her up to Sam's van. On the way home, Ginger spits out blood and convulses strongly. Her claws have torn apart the bag that contains her. Brigitte and Sam are not aware of what is going on in the back seat. They have no idea that Ginger's face has totally changed into the shape of a werewolf. As soon as the car pulls over, Ginger rushes into the house, with Brigitte and Sam carefully going after her. The room is dark, and the walls are scratched with her claws. Under dim torchlight, Brigitte and Sam gather all the necessary materials and tools to make the monkshood antidote. When that is done, Sam proposes to have him first gone into the room with the syringe, and then Brigitte brings in Ginger. Shortly after Sam opens the door, he is dragged away by Ginger, and suffers from her violent attacks. Brigitte is paralyzed to see so much blood running profusely on the floor. She plucks up the courage to pick up the syringe left on the floor, and begins to search for Sam. At the end of the hallway, she finally sees Sam succumb to his wounds, along with her aggressive werewolf sister. In order to convince Ginger that she is of the same kind, Brigitte dips her finger in the pool of blood, and drinks it. However, Brigitte cannot stand such an awful taste, so she spits out the blood. In response to Brigitte's reaction, the mad werewolf backs Brigitte into a corner, and suddenly hops onto her. As a result, Brigitte's knife plunges into the werewolf's belly, and the werewolf falls to the ground, bleeding. The loss of Ginger has cut Brigitte to the heart, and tears run down from her face. Looking at their photos on the wall, she feels sad for failing to rescue Ginger. As such, she gives up saving herself with the antidote, and staggers forward to embrace the horrible-looking werewolf corpse. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Peace out.